be-all, but it's interesting when you have you're relying on other people to contribute to you actually make the playoffs, how you come out and respond. And, you can really only control what you do, and so Cairns have to put it all out on the floor tonight for 40 minutes and hopefully get away with a win.
Well, Alex Loughton must be really sore because it's make or break for him, and you would think that maybe they'd throw him into the action, but he must be really struggling with an Achilles injury. We'll be talking to him during half-time of this game when we are off and racing here in the jungle. Redditch back in the starting five, replacing Jesse Wagstaff. He goes for a little shot from the corner, and it's a great start. Repaying the faith of the coach.
This is going to be a great opportunity for Sean as well, because he's a competitor and someone that wants to start. He's been a starter for the majority of his career in the NBL, and he doesn't want to just let that go.
Straight to the basket, Hill pushes it out to Warren, now to Wilson, and Wilson says, how about that, a little three-pointer. They're going to have a fair few of those plays up their sleeves.
Definitely settle the nerves, that one.
He is a blue-chip player in this competition. Cam Tovey from outside, a little flat, but that's not unusual for Cam. And the boards for Warren. Here's Reichard, looking for Hill. Little push-off on Martin. And he'll be up and in him. Tony Rollinson's favourite player. Surprised you go for a guard as your favourite player. I thought a big man would be special in your heart. Good hand save from Tovey. And they'll turn it over. 3 plays 2. Redditch with the little floater. And he has started on fire. Sean Redditch, the first 4 points of the game for the Wildcats.
Yeah, exactly. That's the pressure that Cairns are going to have to really face in this building. Perth haven't had a great, 6 weeks. They've lost a few games, lost a game here at the jungle, so...
Well, they've lost their last 2 here in the jungle, and you just sort of felt like their stranglehold over opposition teams was just losing grip a little bit, but they'll be desperate now to make a statement heading towards the playoffs. That basket won't go for Jeff Dowdell. 6 3 is to score. Redditch again to Martin, and Martin drops it in off the glass for another 2. Bright start for the Wildcats, 5-point leaders.
Cairns really struggling to get into anything offensively at their own end, and it's hurting them in transition there. With a little give and go with Sean Redditch and Damien Martin.
This is the most energy I've seen in this stadium for a while, and that'll just quieten them down just a touch. 3 points, that margin. Wildcats 8, Taipans 5, so they'll be happy in the end with staying with Wildcats in these early stages. Missed shot, Lish doesn't miss many, he misses that one though, and Wilson picks up the boards. To Warren, down to Reichard, should make that little jumper, little shorts, and Neville takes the rebounds. A bit of push and shove. Neville to Martin, wants to take it to the hoop, decides then to just cross it into the corner. Tovey is short, Hill driving, is that a charge? No. A blocking foul from Kevin Lish. First of the game, Wildcats 8, Taipans 5.
Always a tough call for the referee there. I thought Kevin Lish had his feet planted, but Brad Hill's great going to the basket in the open court. Obviously has one goal, and that's to get to that basket. 2 shots. Not too many dish-offs for Brad when he's going. No.
Okay.
Play with him at the high-stakes hoops.
Yes.
And good to get into the basket.
So misses the first. Brad Hill attempting that second. It's a little short again. So the pressure on the Taipans. Here's Tovey. Decides not to burst his way through the key. Redditch to Martin. Martin from outside 3. It's a little long. And a great rebound from Hill. He's injured, Cam Tovey, got a poke in the eye. But that was really aggressive, and he's going to take it all the way. Doesn't make it, but nice little tap in from Jeff Dowdell. We've got an injury. Cam Tovey. Poke in the eye. We're going to change as well. Greg Hyatt comes onto the court now. Surprising to see Greg Hyatt playing, because at training the other day, injured himself, injured his groin. And actually, the Wildcats were thinking he might be out for a couple of weeks. He's turned up on Sunday afternoon, and he's straight into the action.
I'm sure they wouldn't put him in if he was only 50% or just not quite his best. So good opportunity for Greg early, too, in the game. It usually doesn't come on till a lot later.
Defence is good this time from the Taipans. And Rijkaard takes the rebound. And moving up and down the court well, that pass not so good to Hill. It's not usually their style of play. 8 plays 7. 1 point that margin. Wildcats lead it here in the jungle. Matty Knight into the game, and Luke Neville sits down for the Wildcats.
Not bad for Cairns, though. They're at a point down, 8-7. If you didn't see the score, you'd think that the Wildcats are really controlling this game, but they've started in this zone and it seems to be effective.
From outside the 3, the shots just aren't going for the Wildcats, but the rebound was there for Martin. He'll go to Lish. Now to Hire. Wants to go inside. The pass was a little sloppy in the end. It was the right idea, but didn't reach its target in the nightmare, Matty Knights.
Perth now, they just have to work on getting that inside touch over 5 from the 3-point line. They're obviously, they love to shoot the ball, do the Wildcats. So as you see, Damien Martin just picked up for a little hands foul. But the Wildcats have to probably get a little bit of offensive execution and try and get a touch inside.
Shooting at 36% from the field, the Perth Wildcats, 42 for the Cairns Taipans. Warren is resting up for them, and so too Brad Hill, and Williams comes on along with Aaron Grabeau. He's playing his 100th season in the NBL. It just seems like he's been around for a long time, and he's not even old. Must have started very young. Well, no, true, I'm getting there. Yeah. Big 4-0 soon, Tony. I might invite you to my party.
I'm not having one.
Okay. Rijkaard, nice little jump up from just outside the key. Here's Martin wanting to go all the way against Wilson. And a little bit of body contact there from Jamar. And he'll be called for the foul. So the Taipans have stolen back the lead. Here it is here in slow-mo. Oh, it was just a touch.
Just
body
enough,
on
though.
body.
Just enough. 2 shots. Here's my favourite.
Yes, I know. I'm moving in with him soon, I reckon.
There's nothing. What's wrong with a big man like a guard? I mean, I was your favourite player, so you're a guard, weren't you? So.
I was taller than a guard. Didn't you see me in the intro?
You've grown. The heat.
10 plays 9. Rijkaard helping out the guards to get this ball into the front court. Dowdell tempted to take that 3, decides just to settle things down. Wilson guarded by Redditch and Hire. Now he hasn't got a lot of options. Time ticking away, 7-8 on the clock, shot clock, and the rebounds from Martin again.
Once again, Perth just not giving Cairns an opportunity to get into any offense.
Another attempt from Martin is long. And Wilson takes another rebound, and Hire's come in wanting to throw his weight around. There was a foul there from Greg Hire. So still shooting at 33%, the Perth Wildcats, 44 for the Cairns Taipans. They've started well. It's 10-9, the Wildcats by 1.
Things to do before summer ends. Go to the beach. Go for a surf. Build a sand. I have no idea what that is. Go to Hungry Jack's. Play cricket. Watch cricket. Listen to crickets. Take your dog to the park. Go to an outdoor concert. Go to Hungry Jack's. Climb a tree. Fall in love. Ride a horse to Hungry Jack's. Come into Hungry Jack's for a summer value meal and get a Whopper Junior, small fries and small frozen Coke for just $3.95. Available all day, every day. Hungry Jack's makes it better.
Well, it's 9-10. The Taipans trailing by just 1. They'd be happy with their start to this game here in the jungle. They're undermanned. No Alex Loughton, no Ian Croswhite. Croswhite rolling an ankle at training and hasn't made the trip west. And Loughton has an Achilles injury. He is here. And we'll catch up with him in half-time, get the latest see whether that's going to restrict his run home to the playoffs. Leading scorers so far, Martin with 4. So too Sean Redditch, the first 4 of the game for the Cats. Kevin Lish on 2, and then down the page, 3 points for Jamar Wilson, a big 3 to start his game. 2 to Hill, 2 to Dowdell, and Rijkaard also 2. Those boys will be getting a fair few minutes in this game. And can I just throw a little quirky stat at you? Jamar, we've had...
No.
I'm going to anyway, right. Bad luck. Yep. We've had 22 rounds of basketball.
Yes.
Jamar Wilson and Kevin Lish have played exactly the same minutes. 822 minutes. That is good, Tony.
Oh,
I was up till 3 in the morning for that stat.
And you're going to have to harp on it to make it enough. You're going to have to keep bringing it back.
Well, and we'll monitor their minutes in this game and see whether they stay the same after round 23. Taipans with it, 2 on the shot clock, 1 on the shot clock. Grabo can't get it. He falls over after a bit of attention from Lish, but no foul.
Leave now, mate. Leave now.
Here's higher.
Arms down, arms down, arms down.
Wanting to give it off to someone. There's a foul there, Grabo. And 3-1 is the foul so far. Here it is in slow-mo as Greg Higher wanted someone to come to the top of the key. He was a little bit stuck. Going to probably miss it in the end. There's Lish falling over. Wagstaff on the court now to Lish. He'll set the screen. Inside the Knight, nice move. That's what they're going to do.
That's exactly what they've got to do. They're struggling from outside the 3. Matty Knight, beautiful step over the top of Dusty Reichart. Has that height advantage that he should be taking full advantage of over the course of this game. That's just a great executed play by the Wildcats.
Kerry Williams getting a slight chance there for a 2, but that one was a little long as well. 3 points that margin, 12-9. Williamson wanting to get it tonight, ends up in Wagstaff's hands, and he has a beautiful shot from outside 3. A big basket heading into quarter time.
Yeah, you're going to love the competitiveness that Rob Beveridge is going to create between those two, in Sean Redditch and Jesse Wagstaff. Both of them, you know, whether rightly or wrongly, everyone loves to start, and they're just going to flow through into the finals, and they're both going to be trying as hard as they can to get that position.
Here's Dowdell. Can he go back at it? No, it doesn't land for Jeff Dowdell. That was the first 3-pointer of the game for the Perth Wildcats. They've had 6 attempts in this first term. More changes for Cairns, and I suspect Aaron Fern will just throw players in willy-nilly just to keep the energy up, and
particularly early. I think that obviously he's going to go with his core group that he's had at the end of the game, and that's been reduced with the injuries as Brad Robbins turns the ball over, but he'll definitely get some bodies in there early.
Good attack on the ball from Jamar Wilson, causing that turnover. Here's Warren. I'd like him to get into a bit of a groove from outside the 3, so he's very handy. Leichhardt, good matchup for him against Lish. He'll just do that little jumper all day.
Yeah, well, we've seen that a few times over the years. Cairns doing a good job of just taking advantage of that mismatch early.
Here's Wagstaff forcing his way through the key, and a big block in the end. Bretton jumped up high. Wagstaff couldn't get round him and couldn't get over him. 4 points that margin. We've got 2 minutes remaining till quarter time. It's the Cats in charge in the jungle, but not as impressive as we thought it might have been with the injuries. Wagstaff and Lish throwing themselves on the ball. It'll still be a Taipans ball. So 9 seconds left on the shot clock. There it is there. Lish trying to grab hold of it. And in the end, Reichart did very well just to hold it up. And another change, Tovey in, and Lish is resting for the Cats.
And thanks once again to our alcohol.
15-11's the score. Grabo with it for the inbounds. Revved up. Double team to Warren. Now with Reichart. Wilson has to shoot with 1 on the shot clock. And it doesn't drop.
1:50 to go.
Here's Robbins, keen to go all the way, barging that little body through he goes. Just bullocked his way through, Brad Robbins. No fouls called on either player, 17-11 like it.
He is one guy that will get to the rim, which is what Perth needs, struggling from that perimeter. Perth just throw bodies at you, don't they? Time after time, it's always replacing quality with quality.
And that was quality. Aaron Grabo, the nice jumper, the fast break was turned over. Knight was on his skates, but he had 2 to beat. Still 4 points. Cairns doing well. The pass to Warren's good. His pass not so good. Robbins was up trying to keep it in play. It came off him, so another change. Knight on, Neville. Sorry, Knight off and Neville on. 15. You never played against Neville, did you? When he was
No, I didn't have the privilege. Well, I didn't have the privilege. That's what I meant. Hopefully that's how it sounded.
Oh, I played the most games in the NBL. You know, here's Neville into the corner. Toby to the post. Wagstaff up against Reichardt. 14 on the shot clock. Toby outside the 3. No, just a 2. Just a 2 for Cam Toby.
I think he'll take it though. He's been struggling a little bit on the offensive end, has Cam Toby, especially after last year where he came in and surprised us so much with his shooting ability. So it's good to see him get one early.
And Reichardt in the corner, can't get it. Well done. Great hustle though from Grabo. His pass a little quick for Reichardt. He'll pick it up again and Wilson will settle things down. Cam Toby, you mentioned him. His last 4 games, 3 points, no points, 4 points and no points from your 3-man. I know he takes a lot of rebounds, but he's got to score as well, and that was an awesome shot from Brebner.
Unexpected, I think you'd say, from the Wildcats. It obviously can shoot big men, so has to be respected.
He can block and he can shoot. We're winding it down to quarter time. Robbins to Toby. Can he hit the 3 this time? No, it was long. And it's just a 3-point margin here in the